Binance is the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange, but we aspire to much more. Our vision is of a world where your money is free. That means freedom of choice, exchange, and transaction. That's why, with the Binance Decentralized Exchange, fiat on-ramps around the globe, and an entire blockchain ecosystem fueled by Binance Chain, we're working to bring the freedom of money to anyone, anywhere. Binance. Exchange the world.
Turner shared a cartoon of a large woman in a wheelchair warning a maskless female, "You're putting my health at risk." Anthea Turner has been accused of fat shaming and an attack on disabled people with a Twitter rant on the NHS and the COVID pandemic. The ex-Blue Peter presenter, 60, shared a cartoon of a large woman in a wheelchair, who is carrying a McDonald's bag, warning a maskless female, "Put a mask on. You're putting my health at risk." She captioned the image, "Go for it." She went on to criticize the selfish attitudes of people who she accused of lazy lifestyle choices that endanger us all. Turner later apologized for the clumsy cartoon, and said her comments were never directed at people clinically ill who need our support, but that her passion on health issues remains sincere. She wrote in the initial thread, "I'm incensed by the selfish attitudes of people who can't see we actually are all in this together, and willful destruction has an impact on us all, especially those with other illnesses pushed down the line and charities who are missing out on funding. We have to take responsibility." Turner added, "If the government put half the amount of money into health as they have in locking us up, we wouldn't be in this mess. Keep McDonald's open and close gyms. Many council run and open air. Great." The presenter shared the image on the day the Office for National Statistics revealed that disabled people made up 6 in 10 of COVID-19 deaths last year. Labour MP Jess Phillips was among those who hit out at Turner's comments, saying they had just about done me in. She added, "Stop with the goddamn hierarchy of whose life matters." Others accused her of fat shaming and mocking disabled people. One outraged mother replied, "How dare you? How ignorant can one person be? I have a son who is a full-time wheelchair user and overweight due to his medication. He is severely medically vulnerable and relies on us who are able to wear a mask to keep him safe. V. Poor choice of a visual for your argument." Another commented, "I wondered what the point of this was. The lady in the wheelchair is speaking truth, that an unmasked person is putting their life at risk. Then I realized that actually you're shaming a disabled person. Great job, how lovely of you. I hope you feel really proud of yourself." One person tweeted, "Delighted to see that Anthea Turner has become the latest celebrity person to emerge from a long absence from the public eye with a master's degree in epidemiology." Turner responded to some of the critics, writing in one reply, "We have to take responsibility and stop using the NHS as sticking plaster." When one asked what Turner's late sister Ruth, who died aged 15 after suffering spina bifida, would make of her post, she replied, "I'll tell you, Ruth was born with a body that didn't work and would have done anything to have had legs that worked. She didn't willfully destroy herself by lifestyle choices that endanger us all in the end." In another reply, she said, "Sadly those of us who have genuinely tried to protect the NHS by looking after our bodies are paying the terrible price for those who have chosen lazy lifestyle choices." She later apologized for posting the cartoon, saying, "Totally apologies, sick that the cartoon is clumsy, I'll take the rollicking on the chin. But this was never directed at people clinically ill who need our support. My passion is sincere, though COVID has to give us a bloody big health wake-up call and we'd be nuts to not try and fix it." Earlier on Thursday, Turner had hailed journalist Julia Hartley Brewer as a goddess, after she said a scientist could wear a GIMP mask until the end of time for all she cared, but regular people are sick of face masks. The U.S. cartoonist behind the image, Paul Ebenezy, is the author of political comic Alfie's Lunchtime. He told the famous When I'm Dead podcast that he made the sketch in under an hour before it went viral. He said, "When I posted that I only had a couple of hundred followers. How did it get to there to Joe Rogan podcast in a week or two? It was popping up on everyone's Instagram, Facebook. People are messaging me that I haven't seen in years saying your drawing is in my Facebook feed. It was just insane." It came as British Airways and Heathrow Airport hastily deleted tweets appearing to praise 90s pop siblings Wright said Fred for going maskless and speaking out on COVID and the lockdowns. The 90s pop duo tweeted one of them passed through Heathrow Airport's Terminal 5 without wearing a mask. One of either Fred or Richard Fairbrass boasted staff were lovely and suggested he had been thanked by them for voicing his opinions on the effect of coronavirus lockdown on Britain.